Hi everyone, it's Shayna with Moringa Rose, and today we're going to be making a soap bar. Now what I'm doing now is I'm putting my lye on top of ice. What that does is going to help me get to room temperature faster, so I'm not having to wait as long. Now the reason I don't have a name for these is they're so unique that I was hoping that one of you could help me. And at the end of this video, I'll put out how one of you could win a bar. Now I'm adding titanium dioxide that is already mixed with water to my base oils. Now, as you can see, I'm not wanting these super white, just a little. Adding our lye water solution and blending. Now we're going to take half the batter and divide it into 6 different containers. All of my colors have already been pre-mixed with oil. And the first color I'm going to be using is from Mad Mica, bright yellow with TKB Trading Neon Yellow. The fragrance I am using for this is Black Raspberry Vanilla from Muddy Soap Co. It is a beautiful fragrance. This is Neon Green from TKB Trading with Tahitian Teal from Mad Mica. This is Neon Blue from TKB Trading with Blue Tide from Mad Mica. This is Pow Pow Purple from Mad Mica. So far, this is my favorite purple to use. This is Tangerine Dream from Mad Mica with Neon Orange from TKB Trading. And last but not least, I'm using Neon Pink from TKB Trading, along with Hot Lips from Mad Mica. For this first layer, we're going to be just making rainbow colors. I have 2 hand towels underneath each soap just to give it a slight lean, and you'll see in a minute why. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are from West Texas, but we just got snow last night and it was absolutely crazy. When we moved to Texas, I never imagined I'd be seeing snow again, and here we are with a couple inches of snow. Being born and raised in Alaska, I loved the snow when I was a kid. But when I got older, it definitely took a lot more of a toll on me. Okay, now we're just going to wiggle them around and try and get them a little bit level. This fragrance sets up perfectly, so if we do move it around, it does go back into place and it sets really well. Now I promise none of the soap went to waste. I have a few samples that I will be giving out with the next couple of orders. And I do have a few square bars that I will be placing in giveaways that'll be coming soon. Now these mermaid tails, I absolutely am in love with. They glow in the dark. And this inspiration came to me after playing with melt and pour and cold process soap. I loved the look of it. I liked the feel of the bars. And I'm using Peach Prosecco now, which also has glow in the dark in it. And it's so neat to see in the shower, because our shower we usually keep the lights off as we have a giant window in there. And this just adds that little bit of touch, that extra fun. Now I'm trying to line them up as best as I can. As you can see, I'm really struggling. Now, after I had placed the mermaid tails, I had placed them in the freezer, as here in a second you're going to see I'm going to be placing more melt and pour on top of them. Okay. Now my melt and pour is a little bit hot right now. I've added 1 drop of blue colorant, and I want this down to about 140 degrees, which I know is still warm. But as soon as the melt and pour is on top of the cold process soap and is just enough to cover the mermaid tails, we're going to pop them right back into the freezer. As you can see, it's setting up really quickly, so I have to work fast. I'm just spraying with rubbing alcohol, trying to break up the parts that are already starting to set. And we're going to pop that right into the freezer. Same thing again. Now, in between each loaf, I did have to heat it up just a little bit, as it was getting too cold too fast. And you can see I was able to get this one done a lot faster. And now we're going to repeat the process. We're going to separate our batch into 6 different colors. Oh, and I should mention, I used 50 ounces of melt and pour for the 2 middle layers. Same colors. Now you guys tell me, are you guys more into the snow and winter, or are you more spring or summer months? I'm more of a spring lady myself. Not a big fan of the cold anymore. I did 17 years of it. I'm really enjoying the heat. So at the end of the video, I want you guys to tell me after you see the finished look of these bars, what would you name them? The comment with the most likes will be winning a free bar. I've had so many names come to mind, but not one that has captured these bars in my mind. And this contest will end February 10th. And the winner will be announced on February 11th. I will contact the winner and be sending them off a bar. So now I had these in the freezer for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes while I mixed up the other colors. It was just enough to set it to where I could place the new cold process soap on top. And we're just going to repeat the process that we did on the bottom. I always keep a roll of paper towels in front of me because I make such a mess. Sorry if you guys hear any noise. My neighbor is out playing on his dirt bike in the snow. Now on top, as you can see, I was just trying to rush through that because I know you don't want to see the same process, but I had made more glow-in-the-dark turtles and glow-in-the-dark mermaid tails just to place on top. Now, with having so many soap dishes from this batch, a trick that I use is I have in the sink next to me full of soapy water, and I put about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of pine sol in there. What it helps does is get rid of the extra oils from the soap containers, so it's a lot easier for cleanup. Now the mermaid tails are a little too long, so I just had to chop off with my fingernail that very end to make them fit. And I'm in love with the way these tops came out. As you can see, I forget to do it here, and I'm gonna have to remove it to cut off the tip of the tail. I love how cute these little turtles are. I'm gonna have to make more soaps with them. Well, here's the final loaves. Now, as you can see, all the extra batter I had, I didn't know exactly how much melt and pour it was going to take, so I had to guess. Here we are, guys, 24 hours later to cut these soap loaves. Now, you're usually not supposed to cut melt and pour soap with these kind of cutters because it can break your wires. But because I cut them pretty warm still, they cut really easily. Guys, I am so in love with the way these bars turned out. I am super proud of these. All right, guys, these are part of the bars that are going to be given away and as free samples with orders to come. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to leave a comment of what you would name these below. Hope you have a great day.